Hey everyone, it's Siobhan here. Today's hair idea was inspired by the character Lagertha from Vikings, and this is a new hairstyle. It's coming from season 4, episode 1. I'm gonna do my best to try and recreate it. You can see that I've prepped my hair by using I have a mini curl waver, but you can use any kind, I guess, or you can just put your hair in braids and sleep on them overnight. And I also built sort of like a beaded headband. I went down to the fashion district here in Manhattan and I found this sort of like beaded cord, so I kind of just folded it over itself and braided it and then interlaced the silver ribbon, and now I have a headband. But I think you could probably use just one long piece of ribbon too, if that's what you prefer. So I'm gonna start by making a headband parting, and it's gonna reach or come from the top of the head sort of on top of my ear, and I'm gonna clip the back out of the way. And now I'm going to make more sections. I'm sort of starting right at my temple and going this way, and I'm making those sort of side panel braids that Lagertha has in so many of her hairstyles. With these little side panels, I'm going to create mini Dutch braids, and I'm gonna add hair to both sides and sort of just fold these strands under one another. So what I'm going to do is sort of make a slide up braid with this section here, and so I'm holding on to 2 strands and then the center one in this hand, and I'm just gonna push these guys up and sort of arrange it however I think looks cool. But the reason I don't usually like these braids is because they leave a huge tail. So what I'm gonna do is just tie this with an elastic and make another braid and slide that up too. So I'm taking all of my hair down, and I'm going to make another headband section because I'm going to do a crown braid. So I'll be picking up a piece of hair from here and carrying it across this way. But I don't need this entire section of hair, it's a little bit too much. So I'm just going to kind of half it and then clip that up out of the way. Before moving on, I am going to take a piece of hair just around here, and I'm going to tie an elastic pretty close to the root, and it's through here that I'm going to lace my ribbon. What I'm going to do is sort of this, where I'm just sticking the end through the elastic, like so. Now it's kind of anchored to my head a little bit better. I feel like I probably wouldn't have to do this step if I was working on the back of someone else's head, and maybe you won't have to yourself, but just kind of anchoring it at the very beginning sort of keeps things balanced for me while I work on my own hair. Looked like the actress had hair that was pulled from the back of the head on the side, and the braid started sort of like that and went around. So that's what I'm gonna do. So besides this piece of hair here, I've clipped everything out of my way just while I work on this braid, because it can be a little bit tricky. And I'm also gonna take the end, the silver ribbon here, and I don't want this to get tangled up either, so I'm just going to take another clip and secure that to the back of my head. I'm going to be creating a lace braid, which is basically like a French braid, only that you add into one side of it. And I'm going to obviously add to the side that's closest to my face. I'm going to start by splitting this in 3. Now I'm just adding the ribbon to one of the strands, And I'm going to continue this and just ignore the ribbon, like just braid like I would normally. And now that I have that practically in place, I'm gonna let this down because this will be the next section of hair that I'm adding in. Just adding to the strand that's closest to my forehead. All of my hair has been added in and I'm just kind of trying to finish off the braid, but I don't want to add in this silver ribbon, so I'm kind of separating the hair from that sort of ribbon strand and trying to exclude it the best that I can. What I'm going to do with this is create 2 small accent braids, and I'm gonna braid them kind of in the opposite sides, or sorry, that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna braid them towards this side of my head. With this section, I've picked up a piece here. I'm just going to make a regular sort of 3-strand braid. Actress always has a number of like tiny little micro braids throughout her hair. So I'm just kind of taking a section here and I'm going to make another little slide up braid. With the 2 ends of the ribbon, I'm just going to tie them together sort of low on my neck. The ribbon is really kind of intended to wrap these, like to take these side braids and wrap them around, but I find that I need a pin here and there because my hair is just a little bit too heavy. So I'm taking this piece here, from the largest braid, and I'm kind of just doing one of those where I'm like wrapping it around. And I don't love that this part is here, so I'm just kind of pulling some of my hair over, and this side braid is going to come kind of up and under. All I really did was take the accent braids and kind of wrap them around the ribbon in no particular order, and then I took some of the ends of different things, and I'm not even sure what the ends were, but I folded them together in a little braid here. And then with these guys on top, I went for a kind of I guess like an infinity sort of sign, but you can just kind of wrap them back and forth or do whatever you like with them. That's it for today. I hope you guys liked my video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.